Hello and welcome to PlannedPath podcast, your choice hub for book reviews and crucial conversations. My name is Tosin Lisk, and it's good to have you here with us. Ozioma, one of Ginika's bridesmaids. I've actually enjoyed talking about Ara, Ozioma, and Ife, and this is book 4 of 5, Ozioma. I've enjoyed your feedbacks on this series, and I love how you've continued to share this podcast with your family and friends. Sharing across all social media platforms. We see it, and we really appreciate you. Like seriously, like play. We're becoming a household name in ensuring lifelong learning. Like we're helping you enjoy books, read books, even amidst your busy schedule. You should clap for us. Like we're really doing well. SDG for quality education is being achieved through what we're doing here. Well done, PlannedPath. Well done to our team, Temilolu, Adiola, and everybody that continues to work behind the scenes for the success of this podcast. So guys, Ozioma, first of all, let me just tell you my mind. Ozioma smokes, and I will tell you what I think. Personally, I don't like smoking. What a way to start a book review. But I don't like smoking. Like, God gave you good health, healthy lungs, healthy heart. Why? Because why just spoil your health? Like these are things that people are looking for: lung transplants, kidney transplant, heart plant, and transplant, and you are just like spoiling your health that you have. You can call me old-fashioned, and maybe you feel that I'm not in vogue, but I really think that smokers are still liable to die young. Smoking is really bad. It's a really bad habit. Like, even if you feel that it's just shisha, some people say, it's just shisha I'm smoking. Shisha is even, I heard, is a lot more dangerous than cigarettes, if you understand. I think cigarettes is the nicotine that makes it very addictive. But all these things that young people smoke, they're very bad. And let me just digress. I saw a picture of TG Tomori, actually went viral. I really pray that it gets better really quick, real soon. But what I saw was an hospital picture, and I pray it really gets better. But from what I could see, I know that there's an element of smoking, drinking, and reckless living that must have caused his health issues, you understand? So this is just me saying that smoking is not cool. This is my space. I can say it is my own personal opinion. I've not seen anybody achieve their purpose in life and achieve relevance for years and be in a good state of health than is given to smoking and reckless living and all of that. So you can come and argue and say that somebody, I know this person, the person smoked. Or like one time I was talking to somebody and the person was like, my father smokes and is a great man. And I just asked her a question. Like, when your father smokes, is he still the same person that you know is a monster? He used to beat my mother. You just know that this person is controlled by something else. We should only be controlled by the Spirit of God, not by smoking and all those impulses. So I don't agree with that part of Ozioma. But it's also a good writing for the book to say that someone can smoke, someone can be fat. Like I saw one lady writing online that someone can be smoking, someone can be foul, someone can be loud, express her opinions, be 37 years plus, and still find someone to marry her. Absolutely yes. Like even people that kill people, they still find people to marry them. Maybe people that are like there's always everyone. There's a person for everyone. So yeah. So the argument is not about marriage. The argument is about the person's long-term well-being and their health. And like I would always say, all this smoking, all these things, they don't do anything. Sometimes it makes people make you feel like, no, you cannot use clear eye to be doing Nigeria. Who told you? Like, you can't even be sick in this country. I mean, I've not been feeling fine for some days now, and I know that I know what it feels like to actually not be in a good state of health, having to pay medical bills and a lot of stuff in between. I mean, we don't have the very best. So don't be smoking and be drinking and be falling sick. Use clear eyes to do life, you understand? Even if you smoke drink, by the time the effect of everything you are doing wears off, you even feel worse than you felt initially before taking whatever you're taking. So yeah, that's my long admonition for you not to smoke, and don't be like Ozioma in its entirety. So let's go on a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. But I have to tell you this time, I never know say. That is I Never Know Say by Timi Dakulu, one of our wedding songs actually. Really love this song. It has this Igbo vibe and everything. I think it's a perfect song for Ozioma. I think for Ife I played Chocolate Caramel. Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of just looking for songs that fit the character I'm talking about. So yes, really, Ozioma's story, she never knew that love could be sweet like that, and her story will end the way it did. Okay, anyway, so Ozioma baby, Ozzy baby, Ozioma Ibezimako, child of Anselm Ibezimako. The father is a philanthropist and industrialist. He's just a very rich Igbo man that does businesses and has blown, and he's just a wealthy man. Really, his village house is a ranch, literally. The house is like a community on its own. So the lady is a lawyer. She's a high-profile lawyer. In fact, she's the head of the legal team for Sub-Saharan Africa for our whole country, for our whole company. So it's a really good book. This book is good. It's fiction, but I really love the way Adesola Oman Umukiti really writes about this book. I like Ozioma's honesty with herself and with others. I say this because there's a need for balance. She's honest with herself. Sometimes, people say things like, instead of you say you're fat and admit that you added weight, you just say, oh, I'm big, I'm plus size. I understand all the positivity and everything, but there are times that we really need to be honest with ourselves. I like her honesty with herself. And I love that she's also honest with other people. Like, I don't like having people around me, and I really, really pay extra attention to ensure that anybody that is around me, that is really close around me, is someone that can give me honest feedback, because it's bad to just have people around you that cannot tell you the truth. So I really like her honesty. Because sometimes we are hard on other people or we are hard on ourselves. So the balance is great. I like that she's also not self-critical. Ozioma is honest with herself, but she doesn't overly criticize herself. Like, the book started with her looking for something to wear when she was going to go out for a party, and she admits that she has actually added some weight. She used to be a perfect size 14, size 16. Now she's 16 but tending towards 20. But even after admitting that to herself, she still told herself that, oh my God, I'm still a bad bitch, man. Like, I'm still fine even with my weight. So really nice. I can really commend her for that. I can't relate to the part of looking for clothes to wear though, because after 14 years, I had to give out my high school prom dress. That was last year, because it had just always been in the house. It's still my size. But I mean, where will I wear it to? So I just gave out some clothes to charity, and I just added that to that. So I feel that we all have tendencies to add weight anyways. Just good habits, exercising and minding our business can help us do better on that, maintain our weight. And drinking water is very good. I have water beside me like I always do. Have you listened to that our podcast episode? You are too good to feel this bad. Have you read that book? Have you listened to our podcast episode? I think that was 2021 or 2022 that we did that book review. Maybe you should actually go back and listen to it. We have nice books. So anyway, I like that she was honest with herself, and she also kind of wasn't self-critical as well. By the way, her mom felt that she looked 10 years older in the clothes she eventually wore for the party she was going to go for. And that's actually a good incentive to lose weight. That's a good incentive to lose weight, because if you add weight and everything, I don't know what the science behind that is, but we just have a tendency to look older. But when you lose weight, when you are at your optimal weight, you understand, because I mean we cannot all be slim and lanky, but when we are at our perfect BMI, optimal weight, and we actually do our best, except that maybe someone is sick, maybe having PCOS, having indigestion, and a lot of things. On a normal good day, if you try to keep healthy weight, you understand, it actually helps us look younger. Like they say, the perfect time to plant a tree, lose weight, or do anything was the best time was yesterday, and the perfect time is today. You don't have to wait till January to start new year, new me, and let me start new year, new goals. Start today. In fact, by the time you reach that January, you'll be halfway, maybe halfway towards your goal. At least you've even started scratching your goals. So yes, it's good to lose weight. Let me give you a little back. Excuse me, I'm recording at night actually. Let me give you a little bit of a backstory with Ozioma. So Ozioma Ibezimako is actually 37, and as at then she was single and really living her best life. She was living in her Igbo father's mansion, and I really liked the fact that her parents weren't pressuring her. Her mother kind of like was very worried, like every parent would be, like I was when I was single. Sometimes my mom would just call me, "How far do you have a boyfriend now?" So I just said, "I don't have a boyfriend though." And Mommy, don't worry, Jerry, I just got this contract. I'm working on this project. She'd be like, "You like work? Think about your life. Think about skinny." But I really like the way that my father never stressed me. That man was not even concerned. Like maybe he was, as every good parent would be, but he never wore it on his face, and he never made it a big deal to stress me about getting married. So I really like Ozioma's parents' disposition with respect to that as well. And Ozioma's sisters were like 27 years old when they got married. So you can imagine the kind of pressure Ozioma faced. Like, sometimes this thing can just be internal and all of that. I like that she never put herself under any kind of pressure. And like when I was telling my husband yesterday that when we were having a walk, that when I was 30, somebody sent me a message and was like, when I clocked 30 last year, she was like, now that you're 30, no more shakara like you normally do, no more over-analysis of people, just say yes to somebody and get married. I'm like, you are who? Like, please don't ever talk to me like that. And she actually apologized. She said, sorry. I said, please don't talk to me like that. Even if I'm 55 and I was single, I would still, honestly, like analyze and not just get myself into anything. Because I mean, there's no point. I'm already 30. Whether I'm not married, you're already old. Like, you already are advancing in age. Whether or not you marry, you will still you will still be growing so far you're alive. So there's no point because of your age now rushing into something that it doesn't make sense, you will not be happy in. Age is not even an excuse to do all of these things. Just say no to the person and move on with your life. Age can never be an excuse for you to just dabble into any kind of relationship. So, and it is really now very sad when you see people that are already older and they now eventually marry rubbish. Like, there's no need, like, as a newly married, just calm down. I will tell you to just calm down, because whether if you made a good decision or you made a bad decision, you are the one that will, experience the consequences of your actions first of all, before it even reaches your parents, your friends, or anybody interferes. Or even if you marry a good person, you're enjoying the peace and everything that is in the home, it's you that will still enjoy it first before every other person. So think about yourself very well and not just rush into any relationship. So after all this hype that I've given Ozioma and everything, let me give you gist. So, she's 37 now. She now met one 41-year-old guy, Onochie, and, the guy seemed like the perfect person. He's a sports guy in America, and he ticked all her boxes, like with his age, perfect height. She's 5'7", and he's like, oh yeah, this guy is just perfect height and everything. And then their villages are very close to each other. I don't know why. Is that even supposed to be a reason? I don't know, Sha. But the issue was his family. Like, they didn't particularly like her, and they didn't even hide it from the beginning. Like, they were just, we don't like you, you are fat, you're big, and everything. Like, they just always made fun of her weight at every opportunity that they had. And then he also now had an ex-girlfriend. By the way, when the lady, her name is Kambi, was introduced to her, to Ozioma, she was introduced as long-time girlfriend, not even an ex-girlfriend. So you know that this one, Alegizia, she refuses to go. And my own, that's like a big red flag. In fact, it's not just a red flag, it is a red banner, it is a red billboard. Like most people have exes, like a lot of us have exes and everything, but that's not the issue. When somebody, the ex, refuses to go, and then you now know that the family structure of the man or the woman like allows the ex to be there. Maybe the ex is a church member, the ex just has a way of finding their way into the house, their family friends they will always never see, like they will always see each other, or maybe they work with each other or something. That kind of ex, just remove yourself from the situation. And a lot of times this person you're talking about doesn't have the willpower to uproot that person from their lives, and their siblings or their parents allow the person to still be around. Just remove yourself from this situation, because in this case, can be Onoche's ex-girlfriend is actually friends with Uju. That's one of Onoche's sisters, so she's just always around, you understand? And so that is a red flag, and I'm so glad that Ozioma eventually dodged that bullet, really. And this is my own thought as someone that is married. If people will hear it on this podcast, I will give you people marriage advice. So anyways, that's just a joke. But I really think that as an adult, like, if you cannot make your decisions on your own, you have no reason getting married, because life, every day you're making decisions, what to eat, the value system for your kids, what's obtainable in your house, even simple to where to put this fire extinguisher, where to keep your kidney, your fans, your AC, like what spot to put it, what will this room be for, where will you put this in the parlor, like what position will your bed be. You're constantly making decisions in marriage as an adult, and if you don't have the emotional capacity to make decisions on your own, you really don't have any business with marriage, honestly. Just go and be eating your money on your own and just be chilling. But seriously, you can make your decisions as an adult without your family. That's what I think. And if you have any contrary opinion, please let me know in the comment section. But the thing I also think is that our families are also very important, because in Africa we are communal. Whether we like it or not, we are essentially communal people. So we can't just, abroad you can just see a lady, you even just get married. Like as you meet each other, you just meet your parents. Oh, my daddy, I'm married. You cannot do that. I can't imagine going to meet Mr. What do I date my father? I say, I'm married, Bishop, my husband. You are who? So anyways, we're essentially communal in Africa, and we need to pay attention to what our parents are saying. So for me, it's like, if when I took my husband to my parents, they didn't like him. My father didn't like him, even the first time I told him about him. So my own first question would be that, why don't you like him? So I need to know if it's that maybe you had a bad experience with Igbo people, or Lagosians, or Ondo people are this. Sometimes our parents say that Hausa people, don't marry them, they're like this. And the irony is that they have, for every tribe, for every place, there's no place they say they are good people. They always have something to say. I even thought that Abeokuta people were good people and they were the perfect tribe. And later I now found out that Abeokuta people, they say that the women are very individualistic, like this whole Ramson Kuti, Lisa B, like they've always had like strong characters of women and even men in their society. So the women have a probability of being independent. I even met someone that said that he can never marry a woman from Ogun State again. I think he has had 2 wives, 2 baby mamas or so from Ogun State. So people just have a lot of rubbish they say. As far as I'm concerned, they are rubbish. They are very business arguments. But the wisdom is that if my parents say that they don't like somebody, I would ask why. So if it's all of those business arguments, I'll just say, see, this person is not like that. I understand what you're saying. I will not discard their opinion because it's their opinion. I understand what you're saying, but this person, this my husband is not like this. So try and convince them, go on that journey of trying to help them see better and understand that way of thinking is archaic and everything. But sometimes our parents actually have valid reasons not to marry people that can even save your life. You understand? Like, I have seen someone that married somebody and the mother did not like this person. And the mother's complaint was that this lady is lazy. She doesn't, like, how can you study abroad? It's not about just studying abroad. Like, you don't even have ambition. You don't seem excited about your life. The mother was like, this lady will stress you because she says she's not working. She will be looking for activity. So she will always be in your business. I mean, the guy too was also evading responsibility he wants to just be living like a single guy, still do his stuff, and the lady was asking him questions, rightful questions and stuff. But there's also the part where you know that this lady is just very jobless, and those were like things that eventually formed the bedrock of them separating. They weren't married to you for even up to a year, so that's something that the mother saw, and he would have just avoided that if he listened to the mother. So I feel that even though you can't just say, oh, my father said this and that's the end. So my father said this, my mother said this. Try and find out their reasons and use it to, you understand, like make your decisions or help your parents come to a reasoning. You understand? That's like, I mean, for reasonable parents, if the parents are just being plain unreasonable, maybe they have somebody they want you to marry, maybe we can deal with that issue another day. But that's what my own opinion is. So anyways, Ozioma eventually met this Onoche, the sister. I think it was Celine, was doing birthday, and she went there. They just mocked her. They said she looked like a blob. She didn't look like Onoche's type. She's not slender like Kambi. Different kind of rubbish. And she felt really, really unhappy, and they were just laughing hysterically. Actually, there was a part that even me, I laughed. Like, she went to the place and she brought air fryer for the guy. For the celebrant, it was like, must everything about you be food? Like, is that not why you are there doing it? Well, anyways, yeah, my own is that even if what she did was funny, even if they want to laugh about it later, you don't have to laugh in front of the person. And sometimes you realize that it's women that bring women down a lot of times. And this is no joke. This is not just me just saying women bring women down. It's what I have seen over the years, and women can be quite mean to other women, which is not good. So let's be kind to other women in our community, in our space, and just be good women to other people. It doesn't take anything to be kind, honestly. So it was Osondu, that was Onoche's brother, when she was about just leaving the house. Onoche's brother was now the one that eventually came to her, was like, don't go, my sisters are very mean, truly you don't look like his type. But that's not an excuse for them to treat you anyhow. So when Ozioma wanted to reply her, she wanted to start crying. The guy brought Ozioma back, and they had a better time and all of those things. By the way, Ozioma was with Onoche earlier in the year in America. That was in July. And the guy was silly towards her, in my own opinion, because all the things that the sister did, I don't know why people behave like that. He never saw anything wrong in the sister's behavior. It was like they're just trying to advise you and everything, and that your weight. That's why I didn't sleep with you when you came to America. I'm hoping you will lose some weight, and it just even ended the call. It was just a very nasty thing. I'm so glad that she missed that bullet. That she dodged that bullet, because eventually there was a fight in Ozioma's father's compound. They came for a function in the house, and it was just yam scatter pepper. They fought, and eventually, I think at that point, he had paid the bride price, and they returned the bride price because there was no point. I feel that it's not every relationship. I think that it's not every relationship that should graduate to marriage. Some things should just end at that, because there's no point stressing everybody involved. The lady or the guy. Just end it all there. I'm glad that marriage did not happen, and all of that. So there's also another instance in the book where Ozioma was actually going to marry another dude. Like, she even tried to resign, but her boss was like, no, don't resign. Take your time off and everything. She felt that she had seen the perfect person, and eventually, when she moved abroad, they were planning their wedding. She was very unhappy. You understand? And the guy turned out to be a very nonsensical guy. The guy was very unkind towards her. He only liked her because that she was smart, and she was like a good show off. You understand? She was just a good show off. She knew how to keep conversations, and he felt proud of her. Aside that, you just treated her like anyhow. You hang out and leave her in the house as if she's just a bad thing, like a Ozioma. Imagine, like, he was the contrast of the bubbling Ozioma compared to when this whole married thing was not entering her head and she was being all sad. I didn't like the contrast at all. And this is how this kind of things can just weigh somebody down. I beg go, please live your life and be happy, whether or not you are married. So, anyways, this guy eventually beat her up, and then the colleague's wife, you understand, helped her recover, took her to the hospital, and then even got settlement for the guy. So that because if she had spoken, the company would have sacked the guy, and the guy didn't want that. So Ozioma got some sentiments of the guy, and that was it, yeah. And I'm very happy that she also did not marry that guy. You understand? And I mean, why was she even marrying him? Because she was very unhappy about the wedding, and you understand. And please, like, there's no need there. See, and there's no need to even just put yourself in a very unhappy situation because you just want to marry. Like, there's no need. It is not worth it at all, at all. So I'm sure that also did not work out, Sha. I admire her courage because a lot of people, what will people say? What will people say? What will people say? Some people are in a relationship for 2 years, 10 years, 15 years. And what will people say when we break up? Like, those people that are going to talk, are they going to help you stay in the marriage and be happy to be collecting the punch or the nonsensical behavior of the guy, of the lady? I better go think about yourself first. All this, what will people say? What will people say? People will say something. Like me, I got married. It was a low-key wedding. I did not invite people. People still spoke. Some people there was even somebody that even challenged me on WhatsApp that was like, you did not invite me to your wedding. I said, it was not like I should tell him sorry. I was like I don't understand. What's your economic, social, emotional importance in my wedding? I was like, let your vex translate into money. And I even intentionally sent him my account number till as I'm talking to you a month after this guy never answered me. So what's like, is he not that kind of person that will be thinking that what will he say? What will he say? Someone that does not even have any importance in my life. Like, seriously. Better don't dull yourself and be overthinking people's opinion. People will always talk. Just let them be and everybody will be fine, Jerry. Anyways, that was long. I just ranted. Let's go on a quick commercial break and I will come and gist you how she eventually married her bestie. I never know say love goes so sweet like this. Okay, so anyways, let me start like this. Marriage is good, marriage is wonderful, it's a beautiful experience. God even says marriage is a beautiful thing. But your life can be complete and whole and happy without it. Like Ozioma was, like I said earlier, Ozioma Ebezimako was the head of the legal team for the whole sub-Saharan Africa for our company. Big girl in every sense of the word. But she still felt like she needed to get married to be complete, and that's a bad mindset that can creep. No matter how great you are, how good you are, that mindset can just creep on you slowly, and before you know it, you have even already swallowed that mindset and it has already started taking effect on you. Please, your life is worth more than marriage. Very, very important. So back to the bestie Jisha. She had this bestie. The guy's name is Banji rather. So the guy's name is Banji, and the guy's a great professional and DJs, as I said, also great guy in every sense of the word. But Ozioma never entertained the idea of them being together. She was slightly older than him, and really, I feel age is a number. That's the truth. And aside from that, she was also the guy's school. I think she was just a year older, like a class older than her in university. So she used to call the guy her school son, you understand? So it was like mommy and dad did them. Very funny, Lima. There's even someone I know that they call each other dada and what they call it, school daughter and school son. I really feel that if those people had given love a chance, and the guy was a good person, like that relationship would have worked really. Because there are plenty of people that what you're looking for in Shokoto is just right under your Shokoto. Like what you're looking for is just right under your nose. Like really, that person that you're your best with. I realized, I told my husband something like, was it not yesterday? I was like, I honestly realized that he was my favorite person, like as friends, and he's still my favorite person. Like if anything happens to me or happens for me, he's the first person I want to tell. He's the first person like I want to even spend my money with. I want to spend my time. I want to give my very best to. So that kind of person, why not just marry the person? It's a no-brainer. Like this is your bestie. This is your And although my husband and I never called each other bestie, we're just good friends and we're happy together. So, like for instance, now side gist though, I don't know all the full story, but from what I heard about this whole Enioluwa and Priscilla Ojo, I really think both of them should have just gotten married. The way Ozioma and Banji eventually got married, and it turned out really nice for them. I know that sometimes there can be other issues, but if your bestie, I mean, why is your bestie, your closest person, a bad person? You two, you are bad. But if your bestie is a great person, loves the Lord, and he's just a great person, honestly, I feel that they should just marry. Priscilla Ojo and Emioluwa, they're doing bestie. I feel that they would have had a better marriage by marrying each other. Who else do you want to marry except the person you are most close to? I mean, that see finish is what makes the marriage exciting. Marry your bestie today. All of you that are overlooking your bestie, you are missing out, man. So anyways, that's what I think. When Ozioma now finally realized that, Banji is just the best person, he's a guy and everything. Like, the guy had, after the whole episode about moving out of the country, the guy left Lagos. I think they had a thing briefly. There was a time there was an issue and she had to actually just like squat her Banji's place. So they kind of like had a little thing that she broke off when the whole idea of the moving abroad the guy came up and all of that. So Banji was very happy. He left Lagos and moved to Abuja. So when she got back to Lagos and everything, she now went to look for Banji, went to Abuja, and then the guy now had a power bike, what do you call it, accident, which was like a major headline news. She tried to like be there for him in the hospital and everything, but his girlfriend now bounced out, which I really like, because I mean, I would never like somebody treating me like a last resort, like, no, it's just that one did not work, and that's why I came back to you. I better go, me, I'm the prize. I like the way Banji bounced out of the whole equation. Like, get out, like, you can't just leave me and come back when down other relationship did not work. Don't marry me out of pity. Do you really like me? It's not even just about being besties. Do you really love me? Are you really crazy about me? Like, do you like and love me? That's very important. So I like the way she did not feel, Banji did not throw herself to him. And that's a very great tip. Like, don't throw yourself at the person. Let the person also work to get your love, to get your affection, and be sure that they are not just using you to replace another person that they could not marry. So eventually, last now, Ozioma had to leave the, what did they call it now? She had to leave the company. She had to leave Abuja and come back to Lagos. She thought that she had already lost Banji. Last, eventually, Isha came together and they were happy, and you understand, like, they married each other. I really, really liked it. Like, their marriage, was just looking all fun, all happy, no pretenses and everything. And it doesn't have to be a horrible experience. The marriage doesn't have to be a horrible experience. God says it's good, it's beautiful. Forget everything you see on social media. Your parents' marriage worked. If your parents' marriage did not work, there are other marriages that have worked. So forget social media. Like, marriages work, they are good relationships, and don't even think that, like I was saying to somebody, it's bad guys, it's all these womanizers that are around that we see now these days. Change your circles, change people that are talking in your ear, change what you're hearing, and you will have a better experience with love and everything. So anyways, in the next book, which is the one about Ginika herself, that I will be reviewing next to close up this Ginika's Bridesmaids series, which we'll be doing next week by God's grace. Ozioma was pregnant and already, and I was even making fun of herself that her child is a pension baby. Like, she's having the child almost at 40, and she was making fun of herself, and she really seemed happy with Banji, and their marriage was giving everything it was supposed to give. Hallelujah. So yeah, thanks for listening to this episode. Thanks for really listening to me sharing about my thoughts about Ozioma's story, what happened, putting in my own gist here and there. Have you listened to Ara? That one is nice. Have you listened to Ozioma? Have you listened to Ifetayo? Go back and listen. Like, and make sure you share with your friends. Remember that we are achieving SDG for quality education in this podcast by ensuring that lifelong learning is a thing. We're all learning, we're all growing together, and just becoming better persons in the middle of adulthood. We're still learning, we're paying attention to lifelong learning. So yes, yeah. Make sure you share this with other people, and you understand, share it out, like rush to other books. And if you have a book that you want us to review, send us a mail at plannedpathc@gmail.com, and just tell us you have a book for us to review, and we will be glad to take you up on that request and consider that. Read the book and come and review with you. So yes, my name is Tosin Leaks. Remember that this is PlannedPath Podcast, your choice hub for book reviews and crucial conversations. It was brought to you by PlannedPath Educational Consult, your choice hub for teacher training, mental health training, podcasts like this, and for education consulting, school growth consulting. So yes, your choice hub for education, everything education. Good to see you this week. See you next week by God's grace. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful weekend. Listen to it over and over and over again, you understand, and share with friends. Bye-bye. See ya.